Hello everyone and welcome. What a week of football we've had with plenty of controversy, goals and much more. Today I'm going to be going through the week of football matches in the Premier League and giving my opinion on them all. So Sheffield United won again, beating West Brom 2-1 in a game where they fell behind but will come behind to go 2-1 ahead and win the game. Now for West Brom, this is a bit of an issue as they need to start picking up points as Sheffield United are only a point behind now in the table, winning games, being a lot more positive. As for West Brom, the new signings come in. They've got to hope he hits the ground running or else going to be in real trouble. The Wolves also beat Arsenal 2-1 on the same day, with Arsenal taking the lead from a Nicola Pepe goal. Just before half-time, controversy struck. David Luiz shown a straight red card for fouling the on-loan forward Willian Jose. Penalty put away by Neves. 1-1 at half-time, Arsenal down to 10 men. Changed the game completely. Second half, different game. Wolves are on top. And within 5 minutes of the first half, João Moutinho scored a 30-yard wonder goal to make it 2-1 to Wolves. Now the game's pretty even, everyone's going for it still, but yet Bernd Leno comes charging out his box to charge down the ball and forgets he's a goalkeeper, he can't use his hands outside the area and pushes it clear of his hand. Red card, 9 men, Arsenal in danger, real trouble. They can't get the game back, and in typical Arsenal fashion, they lose it 2-1, causing uproar for Arsenal Fan TV, and I'm sure you'll all have loved seeing the reactions of them all on that. Man United also bounced back from their shock defeat for Sheffield United, beating Southampton by 9-0. The Saints were reduced to 9 men in that game. The game kicked off as you normally would, and Alexander Jankovic for let's just kick people in the shin. He got a straight red card after 2 minutes and put them on the back foot. Danny Ings went to play left mid. He wasn't tracking his man for when Wan-Bissaka's first. And from then on, due to United's attacking threat, they just pummeled them all game and scored 9 goals, with Jan Bednarek getting sent off in the last 10 minutes for a controversial red card for a penalty that Bruno Fernandes, of course, put away. It got worse for the Saints because even Dan James found the goal and he hasn't scored since last year. Leicester also won 2-0 away at Fulham, which was a good result for them, inspired by the midfield maestro James Maddison. He assisted both goals for Kelechi Iheanacho and James Justin. They haven't struggled with Vardy as people thought they would, and they are still high up in the table in Champions League places, which they'll be disappointed if they miss out on this year. Man City also won again, which is no surprise. Goals from Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling in the first half secured a 2-0 win, with the first goal coming as Nick Pope fancied letting Jesus have a free goal, parrying it to him. A well-worked City second was finished off by Sterling, and how good are City? Easily the best team in the league this year, favourites for the title. As for Burnley, they're failing without a centre-forward. The game plan they usually have won't work with 2 smaller centre-forwards, and we're pretty poor. Going to stay up, but they need a bit more to their game, a plan B maybe to attack, maybe play the ball a bit around, because they are struggling without the 2 centre forwards, Chris Wood and Ashley Barnes, who are out injured. Newcastle couldn't carry on their good win away at Everton at the weekend last Saturday as they lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace at home. It started brightly, John Joe Shelvey opening and scoring with another wonder goal of his. Riedewald equalised and they fell behind to make it 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Everton also picked up a fine away victory at Leeds United, winning 2-1. Dominic Calvert-Lewin also ended his goal drought in scoring. Leeds pulled one back to make it 2-1 near the end, but didn't have enough in them to equalise. And is Marcel Bielsa as good as everyone makes him out to be? They are an attacking team, but they leave themselves far too open for the Premier League defensively and will concede too many goals. But hoping they're going to score more isn't going to work in the Premier League, unfortunately for them. Good team, going to stay in the Prem, but nothing more. Brighton also picked up a vital away victory, surprisingly, at Liverpool 1-0, with the Reds struggling desperately to create any really big chances for their strikers to score. That's no goal in home matches, 3 home matches now. Is it worrying signs, Liverpool? I don't think so. They're running through a rut. Every club goes for it. Every team will struggle, but they are far too talented to go for it for longer. Although this weekend at City is not the easiest game to go through. They have signed centre-halves to cover, so they may get a victory, but it's very disappointing. As for Brighton, what more could they want? Sit back, defend, and catch them on the counter and score. All it takes is 1 goal, and that's what they did. A fantastic victory for them. And West Ham also picked up a victory away, 3-1 at Aston Villa, with Jesse Lingard scoring 2 goals on his debut after his loan from Manchester United. Now, Aston Villa weren't great, but they have played a lot of games recently and haven't changed the team, so this could be the reason for them performing poorly, as their fan base believes. There was mistakes from Emi Martinez in the game, who has been so reliable for them, but how good is Jesse Lingard going to be at West Ham? I believe it's a massive signing for them, who are high up in the league and are pushing for Europe. Now, they have the player Sommer Chochet behind to cover, and giving the freedom to Lingard to roam around the pitch and do what he does best and get back to his best, I think will be massive for them and really push on for them to help them into Europe. Chelsea also won 1-0 away at Tottenham, thanks to a Jorginho penalty after Eric Dyer fouled Timo Werner in the area. And how poor were Spurs? Without Harry Kane, they are very, very disappointing. A lack of focal point, a lack of attack, a lack of really anything for them. Mad to think that Mourinho could win so many trophies as a manager, but drain the life and attacking soul out of Tottenham and make them so boring to watch. As for Thomas Tuchel, he's made a big difference. Clean sheets in every game. They're not attacking brilliantly, but they're scoring goals. And is he going to get the best out of Timo Werner and Havertz is yet to see. But the starting games have been very promising for them.